Gratz has been the singular most important educational experience I've had. I've had the privilege of great education, attended universities here in the United States and also in Europe, and Gratz, hands down, has been the most amazing experience. Gratz has equipped me with new knowledge, but also pedagogies that I use with my students to try to make these very difficult, challenging, but crucially important topics accessible. But beyond that, I am now spending a good bit of time consulting with schools who are struggling to try to figure out how best to combat anti-Semitism.
As a history teacher for high school students, and learning first the master's program and then even the PhD, I have regularly brought in what I learned into my classroom. I teach a course on genocide and the Holocaust, and so the information that I learned, I've been able to put into my notes.
I'd like to tell a lot of the Gratz administrators, nothing goes to waste. Every bit of information, every tidbit is used up. So for that, I'm grateful.
I really do love to educate about the Holocaust. My favorite part of my job is giving tours and educating students about the Holocaust. Our tour here is called The Holocaust, What Hate Can Do. And one of the things we're really trying to do here is personalize the events that happened with individual stories. So when you're talking to kids, and you tell them 6 million Jewish people died, it's hard for them to imagine 6 million of anything, let alone people. So we try to bring in personal stories whenever we can. So we have over 10,000 eighth graders coming into the museum, and we're anticipating doubling that number within the next few years, and then doubling that number as well. Some of the students, when they come in, they've had no education in their classroom or at home about the Holocaust, and so we really are the first time that they are hearing about any of it. And those are the kids who generally ask the most questions, and the ones who I think learn the most from the tours. You can see in their eyes that they want to learn more and they want to know how this was possible and how it could happen.
I'm a part of, I think, probably the 10% of people at Gratz who didn't come into the program working. Being able to have an advisor who would care to get to know me, would understand what skills I'm bringing into the program and value that. It really helped me be open so that I can take what I need to take from the experience and then grow from it.
I'm the one that's responsible for educational programming, whether that be with K-12 students or K-12 educators, campus educators, and college students. So I'm getting the education, but then every week I educate 20 educators or 500 students or 10 administrators. So the learning is going out there and the impact is growing exponentially as one Gratz student every week having access to hundreds of other individuals.
I think we're at a critical time for the study of the Holocaust and anti-Semitism. And Gratz is, with these programs and the programs that have been introduced, the Masters of Anti-Semitism, the forthcoming PhD in Anti-Semitism, as well as the Holocaust and Genocide Studies program, Gratz is very well placed to be the leader in these topics that takes a new approach, a fresh approach, and addresses these questions seriously.
We live in one of the only places in the world, at one of the only times in the history of humanity, where we have the opportunity to govern ourselves. And so for those of us working in schools, yes, we're teaching students to become great thinkers, but we're also trying to teach them how to become great citizens, to lead in the best ways that they can. And I can tell you, if I had unlimited resources, I would just continue to try to find ways to support these people and this amazing institution so that more folks can have the kind of experience that I've had.